One of the things I love about frugal living is that it forces you to get creative and challenge yourself to do things that otherwise you wouldn't have even thought of doing. And since we can't eliminate food from our lives because we literally need it to live, we have to employ a variety of ways to spend less money on groceries and maximize the foods we do buy. One of the ways to spend less on groceries is to have actual no-spend days. Just challenge yourself to have days where you rely solely on what's already in your pantry and refrigerator. This encourages creativity in the kitchen and helps you to use up ingredients before they go bad, effectively reducing food waste. And one of the things I like to do is skip my shopping day. And I've set in my schedule to go grocery shopping every 2 weeks. But there are times when I look around and I realize that I still have a good amount of usable food and ingredients. So I'll just challenge myself to get creative with what I already have in the house and not to go to the store for any additional items. And even if that means that I'm out of one of my staples like sliced bread or cheese, I just can't include those items in my meal plan for the week. It really has helped me to stretch my grocery budget and discover some new and delicious dishes in the process. Number 2 is to stretch your food budget by choosing ingredients that can play multiple roles in your menu. For instance, I always buy 2 large bunches of broccoli and I like to cook 1 bunch as a side and then use the other bunch raw as salad topping. Or I'll buy a large 3-pound pack of chicken breasts because the large pack usually costs about $2.49 per pound, whereas the smaller 1-pound pack of breast tenderloins costs about $4.49 a pound. So I buy the larger pack and just cut it down, and then I might have sauteed chicken for dinner one night and then dice some chicken for a chicken and veggie stir fry on another night. And this strategy definitely helps you to save money and minimize food waste. Number 3 is to buy alternative cuts of meat. Now, I typically buy chicken breasts for my family, but you can take advantage of the opportunity to discover the culinary potential of different cuts of meat. And sometimes they might require different cooking methods and techniques, but can often be more affordable than whatever your usual favorite might be. For instance, you can buy boneless chicken thighs instead of boneless chicken breast meat. And often the chicken thighs can be about $1 to $2 cheaper per pound than the chicken breast. So exploring this option can save you some money and also expand your cooking repertoire. Number 4 is something that you don't usually hear about when trying to save money on groceries, but just learn some basic repair skills to be able to extend the lifespan of your kitchen appliances. You can find online tutorials and guides to help you troubleshoot common issues and make some simple repairs or conduct basic maintenance on your appliances. It saves you from costly replacements down the road and can also keep you from wasting your food if your appliance starts causing issues with the preparation of your food. For instance, if it seems like your oven is taking a long time to fully cook your food, or if it's burning your food even when you know you've set it at the right temperature, it might be time to calibrate your oven. That's when you buy a regular cooking thermometer and place it on the middle rack of your oven. You set the oven on a certain temperature, and when the oven indicates that it has reached that temperature, look at the cooking thermometer to see if the temperatures match. If they're more than 15 degrees off, just look in your oven's manual or search online for how to calibrate your particular type of oven. And other such appliances could be your refrigerator, your coffee maker, or a toaster oven. And a little DIY knowledge can go a long way in maximizing your food usage and reducing food waste. Number 5 is batch cooking. Now, here's where you can embrace the concept of batch cooking to save both time and money. Just prepare large batches of your favorite recipes, and you can freeze individual portions. And when you're in a rush or you're too tired to cook, you can just defrost a meal and you'll have your homemade dinner ready in a short time. This approach just helps to reduce the temptation of ordering takeout on busy days. It saves you money and it's also a healthier option. It also keeps foods like fresh produce from otherwise going to waste before you have had a chance to cook it. Number 6 is that you can turn that same batch cooking and meal preparation process into a social event. Now, I actually haven't done this myself, but I know of a few people that get together at one friend's house and they bring all of their food and ingredients and they prep and batch cook their meals for the upcoming month or for the upcoming 2 weeks all together. And first of all, getting together with friends for a process like this gives a little extra motivation for meal planning and actually getting the batch cooking done. Second, it allows you to share the cost of food and ingredients that are on sale, and you can take advantage of the bulk pricing and then just split the food up amongst the group, and there's no worrying about whether you have the space or somewhere to store the food, or if you're going to get to eat all of it before it goes to waste. Number 7 is that you can preserve your food by freezing it. Just take excess fruits, vegetables, and even bread, and you can freeze them before they go bad. Chop up ripe fruits into manageable pieces, and then you can freeze them for smoothies or desserts. You can take sliced bread and freeze that and then toast it as needed, and it reduces the chances of mold growth and food waste. By freezing perishables at their peak freshness, you'll always have ingredients on hand without the pressure to use them up immediately. And the key is to make sure that you store the foods in freezer grade bags and containers, because there is nothing worse than that freezer burn taste on your food. Zip top freezer bags work best for me because I can squeeze more air out of the bag and reduce the chance of oxidation and bacteria growth on the food. Number 8, do not let your vegetable scraps go to waste. You can transform them into flavorful homemade vegetable stock. Collect onion peels, carrot ends, celery leaves, and other kitchen food scraps in a zip top bag and keep it in your freezer. And you can just keep adding to the bag. And once you have a good amount of it, you can simmer the scraps in some water with herbs and seasonings to create a cost-free base for soups, stews, and sauces. I like to use vegetable stock instead of plain water to cook my rice. And keep in mind that all the nutrients from those vegetables get into your stock, which makes it a simple way to add that much more nutrition to your meals. If you got any value from this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Press that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post a video. And if you want some more grocery hacks to help keep you on budget, check out this video right here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.